This was a day many folks dedicated to the memory of those who lost their lives to domestic violence, like Jennifer Farber-Dulos. Good evening, I'm Alexa Farrell. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. Dulos vanished without a trace more than 5 years ago during a dispute over divorce and child custody with her estranged husband. Today, about 100 people gathered at Duncan Park in her memory and walked to support domestic violence victims. Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot has their story.
The Interval House held its annual Jennifer Dulos Walk to End Domestic Violence on Saturday. Everyone walked in honor of victims of domestic violence.
I also have a friend who was murdered by her husband several years ago, so it was just important to be here and raise awareness for the issue because it's all around us.
People from all over the state walked a mile in honor of domestic violence victims. 1 in 4 women will experience physical violence by their intimate partner at some point during their lifetime, according to the National Institutes of Health.
And we try to raise awareness across the community of this issue because it's highly prevalent. And just over the last month, Connecticut has seen an uptick in domestic violence that's really horrific.
In 1 month, we had a murder-suicide in East Hartford. We had a murder-suicide in Edstone. We had a man shoot the mother of his child on the street in Bridgeport. And just days ago, a boyfriend took a baseball bat to his girlfriend and her 2 children.
Advocates say these cases show a lot of work still needs to be done to prevent these crimes.
We as a society need to do a better job of supporting victims and survivors, and one of the ways we can do that is through events like this, to really bring it out in the open and to not only bring victims and survivors together to advocate for themselves, but also to let folks know that this is a real issue in our communities and we need to come together and be a part of the solution.
Something stressed throughout the event: domestic violence can happen to anyone. To this day, the body of Jennifer Farber-Dulos has never been found. She went missing in May 2019, and prosecutors say she was killed at her home in New Canaan by her estranged husband, who took his own life before he could be tried. His girlfriend, Michelle Troconis, is serving a 14.5-year sentence for her role in the conspiracy to commit murder.
What Jennifer Farber-Dulos teaches us, that case teaches us, is that it can happen and does happen to anyone. And that's why, with blessings from her family, we named this walk in her honor.
Garcia says the important work done by the Interval House isn't limited to adults.
We're working with children as young as 5 years old and talking about healthy friendships. We're talking about boundaries and consent.
Participants say including children in these kinds of events and conversations is important.
Just seeing the younger people that are here and the kids that are here, just learning about it from an early age can really make a difference.
Proceeds from the walk will go to the Interval House Intervention Services for Victims of Domestic Violence in Hartford. Kay Pattyfoot, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.